This is the Dave Ryan Show's War of the Roses. Live tweet your reaction using hashtag Dave Ryan Roses.
You know, War of the Roses every week is different, but it's the same. There's always somebody who's wondering if somebody's cheating, but you never know what the circumstances are, who's cheating, whether they are cheating, whether they're going to send the roses to the right person. You just never know. You never know if there's going to be a breakup or a makeup. You don't know if there's going to be a blowout. You really don't really know.
Correct. But I can tell you this, if it doesn't end up in a blowout, we get yelled at because people are sick, Dave. People want drama.
People want screaming. They want breakups. Same reason why people stop on 494 to look at somebody who got in a car accident.
Yeah, right.
Same kind of thing. Yeah, we're talking to Nicole, and we're going to start off. Oh, hi, Nicole.
Hey, Dave.
Hey. We're going to start off with the red flags in your relationship with David. What's going on?
Well, David and I have been married for a few years now, and about 2 years ago, he gave me chlamydia because he loves me.
Okay.
Because he loves me.
No, I can tell. I mean, first of all, that's a really... For you to be on the radio and to admit that, most people would never want to admit that, but I think that that's important to the whole thing, is to know you get chlamydia for a reason. You don't get it from, like, going to the gym and standing in the shower in a dirty shower. You get it from sex.
Yeah.
But that is not something he admitted to, is it?
Oh, yeah, no. He's as smart as a bag of rocks. He tried to convince me that it was from a bathrobe, a dirty bathrobe that he must have worn in a hotel, because he does travel a lot for work.
Okay.
So, I honestly, I didn't want to think anything else. So ignorance can be bliss.
Okay, so let's explore scientifically the dirty bathrobe for a little bit. You stay at a nice place, like I don't know where, but if you stay at, like, I don't know, maybe the Hampton and above, there's a bathrobe.
Okay, yeah.
Have you ever worn the bathrobe?
I have, yeah.
Yeah, and I've never thought about it being dirty, but you hear about how they don't wash the glasses and the sheets in a hotel.
God, don't
They
tell me
find
that.
the bathrobe on the floor. Don't they just hang it back up? God knows what kind of chlamydia spores are on the crotch of that.
Chlamydia spores?
Chlamydia spores are on the crotch of that bathrobe.
I'm Googling chlamydia spores.
So it is a possibility, but it doesn't seem like that would
not
live
likely
on a bathrobe. All right.
I mean, he was really embarrassed, and he said that in the hotel. Yeah.
Well, and you're married, so I get that you want to, believe him, obviously.
Well, yeah, I mean, nothing ever happened like this before. So, yeah, so that was 2 years ago.
Okay.
And, he just got home from another trip, and he just confessed that he has it again. So he's trying to convince me same thing happened. But this time it might have been in the hotel sheets, like you guys were talking about. And I don't buy it.
Okay, I would never buy it, but I do think it's, interesting that he confessed it to you, because technically he could hide that from you, I guess. He could, go get the medicine or whatever and hide it from you, not even tell you he has it.
That's a very good point.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, sometimes when he gets home from those trips, all he wants to do is get in bed and, try to have sex. And I wasn't into it.
Although that's a good sign. I mean, seriously, if he wants to get in bed as soon as he gets home from a business trip, that's actually a good sign. That means that he hasn't been hooking up with somebody else.
That doesn't mean that exactly, does it?
Yeah, that doesn't mean anything.
Attack me. Let me know. I'm telling you how guys work, okay? Let me tell the two of you.
So you're saying if the guy, okay, for instance, the guy, whether it's maybe you don't live together, maybe it's a weekend, if he's willing to get with you every single time and not hesitant, then you feel comfortable that he's not up to something fishy.
Right.
Why?
If he comes home because he's not hooking up with anybody else. If he's hooking up with somebody else, he's either tired, exhausted, spent, not interested, worn out, sore. But if he gets home and he wants to get in bed with you right away, then that's a good sign.
Okay.
Or maybe he's a sex addict.
Yeah,
or
maybe he's a sex addict, Dave. What about that?
Weird in my marriage. Yeah. Sorry.
You overthink everything.
I don't know. Her husband got chlamydia twice from quote-unquote cheats. I think I'd be overthinking
listen, in all seriousness, that has got to be, I think 8th grade science would teach you that no bacteria is going to live in bed sheets for more than maybe a few minutes.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't want to think about it, honestly, because then it makes me think, oh, God.
Well,
Should I be laying naked in my bed sheets at a hotel?
Yeah.
Have I done it? Yes.
Okay. All right. Anything else, Nicole, that we need to know about David?
No, I just, my conclusion is he goes on these trips and he's not getting it from a sheet. He's getting it from some other skank.
Okay,
so he met in the bar or he works with or he hired.
Now that's a theory. Now I have another theory, and I don't want to try to scare you or anything, but he could be meeting somebody in the hotel lobby bar or at the Olive Garden down the street. I mean, he could, and that's possible. But is there somebody that he travels with? Is there a partner or anybody that he travels with on these trips? Or it's possible also that when he goes there, he flies somebody else from Minnesota to Cleveland or to Tallahassee for these trips, and then she meets him there. I mean, that's a possibility too.
My brain just exploded.
Way to go, Dave. Yeah. Way to add something else to worry her.
I mean, think about it. If he goes to, let's say he's going to Cleveland on business. The coast is clear for 4 or 5 days when he's in Cleveland. He could have Gretchen from Oakdale fly out there, hook up with him, spend the week there. She stays in the hotel room, goes to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame or something while he's in these meetings all week.
Yeah.
And then she spends the week there.
Dave.
Is this a possibility?
I got it. You didn't have to get into such detail.
Okay.
But yeah.
I'm here to help.
Yeah, no, you're hurting. You're hurting.
All right. Well, let's find out. Before we jump to any conclusions, let's find out who he wants to send the roses to. And we'll do that in a minute, okay?
Okay.
Back to the Dave Ryan Show's War of the Roses. Tell us what you think using the hashtag Dave Ryan Roses.
101.3 KDWB.
Part 2 of War of the Roses, we're actually looking up to see how long, was it chlamydia?
Yeah.
How long chlamydia bacteria can live in open air?
It says from Dr. Sani, an expert, it says on Google, it has been seen that 85% of chlamydia die within 30 seconds of being exposed to air. They continue to die thereafter, but with a slower rate.
Okay, so we still don't really know how long it could live on a bathrobe.
Maybe he got an early check, and other people before him got a late check out.
Okay, I mean, that could be. But then that means they didn't wash the filthy bathrobes. I'm never going to wear a bathrobe at a hotel again.
I probably will.
Would you?
Yeah.
It figures.
They're so cushy.
Okay. What about those little slippers they give you?
No. I have some standards, sir.
All right, Nicole. I'm sorry. We're having way too much fun with this one, and it's really not that funny.
No, because it's your life. It's your marriage. So.
Yeah. And so, was it a few years ago?
Yeah, my vagina that was burning. And
yes, well.
Well, if you put it like that, that's true, too.
So, it was, what, a few years ago or a few months ago that David came home?
The first time was 2 years ago, and then this just happened last week.
Okay. So he comes home 2 years ago, says he got chlamydia from must have been the dirty bathrobe at the hotel.
Yeah, it smelled bad, smelled weird, someone sweat in it. That's where he got it. Yeah, a bathrobe.
Gross. That is gross.
Yep.
If you work at a hotel, call or text me and let me know, do they regularly, honestly wash those bathrobes? And if you find one on the floor, don't you just hang it back up on the hook?
Dave, I don't want to know that.
Second time, he does the same thing. But this time, did he actually blame it on the bed sheets in the hotel?
Yes.
Okay, bed sheets. And you're thinking, well, I mean, you get chlamydia the same way you get pregnant. You don't get pregnant from a hotel towel.
And if you do, I'm screwed.
So we think that he's either met somebody on these business trips or somebody's going along with him or something like that. Okay. But there's been no other signs. I mean, I'll be honest with you. It doesn't sound like you're really happy with him. I don't hear that loving kind of
I would not
ring.
be happy if my husband gave me chlamydia.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I mean, we have 3 kids, so there's that.
Oh, okay.
All right.
There's actually.
Well, let's call David, and then Fallon's going to give him the ploy about whether he wants to send roses to anybody in the country, and then we'll figure out whether it's you or somebody else. And here we go.
Hi, David. This is Anna. For participating, you will get a dozen long-stem romantic roses, and we'll send those out for you today. I'll need to get a few bits of information from you first, David. So the first thing is obviously the name of the person who will be receiving these roses.
Oh, that's nice. I'm going to send them to my wife, Nicole.
Okay. And you can attach a card if you want, just add a nice little note to it if you want to.
Okay. Oh, wow, kind of on the spot. I guess, with all my love.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Do I come in now?
Yeah,
I come in now. I come in right now. I'm new at this.
Nope.
Well, this is good news, though. because, David, you actually passed our little test where we want to see if you want to send roses to your wife, Nicole, or to somebody else. And this is actually not who you think it is. It's a radio station, a local radio station, KDWB. And we called with your wife, Nicole, on the phone because she put us up to this to see whether you wanted to send roses to her or somebody else. That's a funny bit, right? That's a good bit, right?
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, and Nicole is listening right now. And Nicole, you got to be pretty happy to know that he didn't want to send flowers to anybody else, right?
Honestly, I'm surprised. But the roses are really pretty. But I didn't think... I thought he was going to send them to some girl, so I don't think he's having an affair. I just think he's banging anything that has a, like a...
I can't believe you set me up. Can you blame me? I mean, you don't me.
Yeah, because you give me STDs. So would you do that to yours?
Wait a second. Can I back up for a second? So I'm a little bit confused. He sends the flowers to you, but you don't think that that's... Why then did you even bother to do War of the Roses? So he sends the flowers to you, and you're still not happy, but then it turns out now David's annoyed because you set him up, but then there's...
It's unbelievable.
But are you guys not having sex?
Dude, we've had sex 4 times in 3 years. I mean...
Exactly 4 times? How do you know it's 4 times in 3 years?
I think you'd remember. If it's 4 times, I think you'd remember.
Well, 4 times in 3 years. I mean, you keep track of that.
Well, his birthday hasn't come up yet this year, so that would be the 4th.
Right.
Yeah,
and I mean,
birthday.
I'm doing this to save our marriage. If I wasn't doing them, I would have already left you.
Wait, I missed that. You're doing a what? Who's saving whose marriage? What marriage are you saving? Are you saying... What?
Listen, I would have left her a long time ago if I wasn't doing someone else. It's like...
Oh, really? That's good. You're such a good dad, too.
Wait, so you're sending roses to save the marriage, or you're banging other girls to save your marriage?
Both.
I can't.
So that's saving your marriage.
Well, look, yeah. I mean, look what I'm dealing with. She just set me up.
Why are you guys even together? You don't have sex. You don't trust each other. You did send flowers.
That's
It's not going to be sex anymore. I mean, you're not putting that dirty freaking rod in ever again. So, he calls it a rod, by the way.
Wow.
What? All right.
Wow.
I tweeted that out and put a gif of Hillary Duff laughing.
Hillary Duff. Okay. I'm looking at text messages. Thank you for texting about this War of the Roses and for tweeting about War of the Roses. Somebody says, she sounds like a gem, a marriage made in heaven. A lot of people think that he knew that he was on War of the Roses, which sometimes is possible because I think that if a sharp guy knows that it's War of the Roses, he's going to play along and he's going to send the roses to who he's supposed to.
Someone said, I think they need counseling. You think?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Another text message at KDWB1. I worked at a hotel and they are so stern about everything being taken out and cleaned. We clean everything regularly. So they cleaned the robes. But haven't we all seen like undercover investigative reports on Channel 5 or something where it's like,
well,
so we went into a hotel
that
we
ruins it.
Yeah, there's always one. And then the other thing too is there's low rent motels. Yeah, who knows where he's staying.
Right, where they save a little bit of money, and so by not cleaning the towel. Well, the one I'd heard was that they wipe the drinking glasses out in the sink, or they wipe it out with a towel they find on the floor.
That's gross.
So he says, "Oh my God!"
Why do the plastic ones unless you're in like a really, really nice hotel. Then I think that they don't do it.
No, right. Somebody else says via text. It says, "My ex worked at a hotel. They don't clean nothing. They spray disinfectant on the sheets instead of changing them, and then they vacuum, and that's pretty much it." Somebody else says, "Oh my God, yes, best War of the Roses this year." What do you like? Is it when they go after each other? Is that what people like about War of the Roses?
Yeah, apparently. That's what I said earlier in War of the Roses. People are sick.
That is sick because it makes me feel uncomfortable. It's like watching Real Housewives. My wife loves it when they argue back and forth and when they're like they say the most vile things to each other. And same thing with roses. I'm like, how can we...
I don't know. A lot of people also say that you cannot, there's like, chemists that are listening to the show and scientists that listen to the show, they say that chlamydia cannot live outside of the human body. So when chlamydia is transmitted, it's transmitted only during the actual sex. You can't get it from a dirty towel. You can't get it from dirty bed sheets. You can't get it from a dirty toilet seat.
That's how it's different than crabs, because like crabs you can get from from sitting on a toilet seat or a couch.
I don't even know if I don't know. Maybe from a couch. Somebody says I'm a biochemist. That's BS. Unless he's wiping wet sheets all over his junk. Valiant effort, though.
I've done that. No, I haven't.
What?
No, JK.
It's really interesting. There's a lot of little aspects on this one, like can the chlamydia survive outside the body? Do hotels wash their sheets? And was he aware that he was on War of the Roses? And why is this couple even together? All right, that wraps it up for War of the Roses this week, and we'll do another one next week. If you want to be on it, why wouldn't you?
No kidding. I mean, it seems like it really helps people.
Yes. Okay, here's what I need you to do. We're going to lighten things up a little bit coming up on KDWB. We've got Throwback Thursday, a Throwback Thursday song. I need your help in choosing one. So please text me a song choice along with your name. Make it at least 5, 6, 7 years old. You want to go back a little bit because it's Throwback Thursday. Then we're going to do Thankful Thursday after that, and we're going to find out what you're thankful for.
Okay.
We do this once in a while, and it's like, it's a good thing to do. It's putting a little positivity into the world.
Yeah. And after that, roses. Good God, we need some.
Yeah. No kidding. But it's not corny thankfulness. No. It's not like, I'm thankful for my son, who is my inspiration. No, I know you're thankful for your son.
Can I say the new thing that I'm thankful for and tell me if this works?
Give me an example, yeah.
Okay, on YouTube videos, when you're looking them on your phone, you can now double-click on the right-hand side of the screen, and it fast-forwards 10 seconds.
No kidding. So you're thankful for that.
Or on the left side of the screen, you can go reverse 10 seconds.
Okay, well, here's what I'm thankful for. Apple TV. I'm going to buy me an Apple TV.
Okay.
I'm going to get one down at the Best Buys later on today. I'm going to stick it into the HDML port on my TV. Therefore, the porn that I watch on my phone is now blown up life-size on my TV, Steve.
Your phone does it? Because I thought it was
Can you send me a how-to video on that? I got me one of them Apple TVs. I don't know how to work it.
It's I think that's how it works. I mean, I was Googling it yesterday. It looks like you take the Apple TV looks like it's the size of a pack of black cigarettes. You stick it in the HDMI port in your TV.
Oh, that. Yeah, I have that.
And then you watch anything that shows up on your phone, whether it's your pictures, whether it's a game, it replicates it there on your TV. So you can play giant Words with Friends or watch giant silver porn, because that's the new thing that I'm into. It's older people porn, and so you can watch that.
When you
right
say
there.
Older people, what age are we talking? Because there's a fine line between a 50-year-old and an 80-year-old.
60 to 70, Fallon.
Okay.
We'll